Hi,
Hello, everybody.
how's it going?
Yeah.
We already got a whole crew in here. Comics Tropes, hello. Hi, Carrie. What's up, Kevin?
And Emma.
Good to see you. There's Keith.
And Seth.
Yeah, come on and hit that like button. Hey, Seth. Did I say hi to Carrie? How you doing?
It's worth saying again. What's cool, everybody?
Yeah.
What's cool with you today, honey?
What is cool with me? Today was like a rough day. I feel like I barely got anything done. I mean, I guess I got a bunch of stuff done, but none of the stuff that I wanted to get done got done today.
I think I feel about the same, but I did get some stuff done, so I'll crow about that. What are we doing here today? What are we cooling down with?
We are cooling down with some Lil Barry sketches. When I told the library I would do this, I was like, you need to give me a deadline so that, because it'll help me get it done. And so they're like, okay, February 14th, Valentine's Day. And then today I was like looking at my list of stuff to do and saw that it was February 14th. I was like, oh crap. So I'm going to try to get some of these done.
This week has been rough, Keith. This day alone's been rough too.
Yeah.
And work's super frustrating for you. Aw, that's a bummer. I hope that it gets more manageable for you very soon.
Yeah.
Carrie, I do have a office that I have been very slow to get back in order. The flood only messed up half of a wall for me, and yet I am taking forever to spackle it and get new trim up and get it repainted. So my office is still a mess, and I'm not really using it right now. But I'm not going to stress out about it. There's too many other things to stress out about. And I can work on it as I'm able and willing. It'll get done. And then I'll be stoked. Hi, Michael. It is more library logo work. Tyler's been calling this library Lil Barry.
Yeah, that was a suggestion from the chat last time. But I told the Love Our Library organizers that this was named Lil Barry, and they loved it.
Oh.
And they've all been calling this character Lil Barry.
Oh. Keith is very sad that there's no more Lonesome Hunters as far as Dark Horse goes. And then sad that they didn't print enough Bowling with Corpses either.
That seems to be... never mind. Keeping books in stock is very expensive. And
it's probably
some companies are better at doing it than others.
Oh, we didn't say hi to Dylan. Hi, Dylan.
What's up, Dylan?
And I don't think we said hi to Cooper either.
Why does Dark Horse make terrible, stupid decisions? No comment. Everyone, it was funny. I was talking to my editor at a different publisher, and was like, I was telling her how I thought that they were doing a good job with some stuff, And then I had to tell her, like, of course, I'll be really mad at you, like, in 2 years, but for right now, I'm really excited. And she was like, that's how it usually goes.
Oh. Emma's also bummed about Lonesome Hunters.
Yeah, like, I kind of knew, like, I don't know. I've been trying to stay positive about it when I talk about it online and stuff, but yeah, it just became clear that it wasn't gonna happen. I mean, I'm still like, I've been writing it very, very slowly, and my intention, although like with everything, intentions intentions don't mean a whole lot, but my plan is to continue working on it and then find a way to get it published, either publish it myself um, or something. I've even thought of sort of making that be a Patreon thing.
To where you'd post as you work on it?
Yeah. But my schedule is so full right now that like it's hard to be able to find a way to commit to it just yet.
You do still work on it, but it's not like a regular thing. You have to work on it between.
Yeah. Well, I try to like work on it a little bit every weekend, but then something will come up and my weekend has to go to like hit some deadline, and Lonesome Hunters takes a hit.
Or we actually take a little bit of time off and go do something.
Yeah.
Don't follow our lead. We have not had the healthiest boundaries with weekends lately. Not for at least a year.
This is the back of the library where they got their little dump trucks hanging out.
I love that person's just their little butt is so cute, and their arm hugging the library. Good work, Emma. Emma takes weekends off. They're sacred.
That's awesome. I was really, really good at that for most of the pandemic.
We both have had moments where we've been really good at it.
And then I started to get I guess it was like kind of after the last Lonesome Hunters came out, and Dark Horse wasn't immediately picking up the next one, so I didn't know what I was going to work on and had to do a lot of scrambling. That kind of wrecked my.
Hi, Mark. It's good to see you. Good to see all y'all. As much as it's been a rough day and week, y'all are always a bright spot. Yeah, I know, Mark. The Lonesome Hunters news bummed you out so much that you went on a social media spree. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Honey, is little Barry sitting on the end of a pier?
Yeah, they're down at the pond.
That's so cute. Colin said about the same thing with Tales from Harrow County, that Dark Horse won't be continuing it.
Yeah. It's always hard because, like, it's always hard to talk about projects like that getting canceled before they're done because, um, it's like everyone who worked on it always wants there to be a chance for it to come back. And if people believe that it's gone, then like they won't look for that chance and they won't ask Dark Horse for that chance. So it's like
they give up on it too.
Yeah, they give it on it too. And so it always feels like disingenuous to be like, it might come back because you're just hoping it will. But so I don't know.
But you are working on
I
it.
am working on it, yeah. But like I said, it's like a it's the project that's on the back burner. Whenever something comes up, it's the one that has to give, unfortunately.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think it has anything to do with Diamond. Well, I take that back. I do feel like part of the problem that Lonesome Hunters had, at least partially, was due to stuff with Diamond. For example, the second story arc, when that came out, it was actually the last week that Dark Horse sold books at all through Diamond. So I don't think that Diamond gave a fuck about any Dark Horse book when Lonesome Hunters Volume 2 started. And I know for a fact that a lot of shops didn't get their books, their Dark Horse books that week.
Didn't even get them, even though they ordered them.
Yeah, they came the following week or not at all. And
so even if it had been, like, even if Diamond had advertised it, they still might not have even shipped it.
Well, they did advertise it. They just
Okay.
didn't. Yeah, they just didn't necessarily ship it.
Mark says that the Embracer group is having financial issues.
Oh yeah. Although Dark Horse has been pretty clear that they don't have, like the Embracer groups, like they fund a lot more independently than much of the rest of the Embracer group. But who knows? I don't know. I don't actually know how any of that stuff works.
Yeah, Mark, we heard the same thing, that when people did try to go buy the Wolf Child, they couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
Has anybody tried buying the library edition that came out not long ago? Recently?
That's probably been out for 6 months now.
Yeah, I guess, really 6 months? Has it been that long?
I think so.
Holy mackerel, time.
Yeah, if anyone's looking for the Lonesome Hunters Library Edition and can't find it, it's on our website, right?
Yep, it is. In a couple of different versions. I pull it up right now.
And those will get signed and everything.
Yeah. And packed up by me, all with lots of love and care. We have the 2 trade paperbacks. We sell those 2 as a bundle, and then we have the hardcover library edition.
We sell them independently also.
Yes, that's what I meant. We can sell the volume 1 and 2 independently or as a bundle, And then we have the library edition. Emma's got the library edition. And Mark got one signed.
Ooh la la.
Keith has the library edition and the first Lonesome Hunters from you. Keith, that's totally okay. You do not have to buy more copies.
We'll allow you to have only a single copy this once.
Emma, I need to know where the story goes to. It will happen. We will get the rest of the story. Maybe just not super soon. The sword painting is worth it, he says.
Oh, on the inside cover? That's one of my favorite kinds of pictures to do, where you just do like a single object devoid of context. It reminds me a lot of when I was making video games, when I'd make a prop for a video game, and it was always fun to just make like a boombox or a potted plant or something.
Emma got to see the sword painting in person and was so jealous. Carrie, your Kickstarters that you showed on Splash Pages yesterday or the day before, really recently, those were so cool. And I can see why you need to breathe a bit before. You need to fill up those pockets again before you buy anything else. Take care of yourself. That includes financially. The bill of your hat keeps on getting in the way, honey.
Yeah. Sorry.
I blame Ape and Bird.
That's how you can tell that this is real life.
Yeah, Carrie. The Little Nemo book, I think, was my favorite, and all the little things you got with it. So how come you're redrawing them?
I am transferring my pencil drawing to watercolor paper.
Oh.
And taking that opportunity to clean up the lines a little bit.
Are you just using a black pencil?
No, I'm using a vermilion, or a blue indigo.
Oh, okay.
Prismacolor guy.
How do you choose the pencil colors before you start painting?
That's a good question. In this case, I did it because I wanted the pencil lines to be a little bit lighter than, like, I didn't want them to be pure black. And I will go back in, like, here's the last batch that I did. And you can see I did go back in and reinforce some shapes with black. But I wanted to have areas like this where the black line, or the line wasn't pure black. And blue seemed like the happiest, most sunlight-ish kind like color to use. And then I did a little bit of this orange for their cheeks and these little hearts, because I think when I paint those, it'll feel like there's no outline at all, which I think will be nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh, Carrie, you're gonna get the Little Nemo tarot cards too? That's gonna be super cute. Will you let us know when you get them so that we can see them on splash pages? And that's a big assumption that you would show them on splash pages, but if you do. Tibbs is doing pretty great. She was in here a moment ago. I don't know. Maybe her food went off or something. She was hanging out with me and Tyler just before the stream.
Yeah, she's been in my business all day today.
Yeah, she's been. We did some playing today, and then she's been sleeping. Yesterday, Tyler took her out into the snow, and she did not really like it. But she kept on looking outside afterwards, so I think she was still curious, but just did not like the wet and cold of it. Chris at Comic Trip says, very cute artwork.
Thanks, Chris.
Dylan wants to know if we ever call Tibbs Tibbsy Wibsy. Never.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever once said that.
We do like you. We do have pet names for a lot of our pets.
I
call Tibbs Tiblerone.
I call her Tibbly Toots.
Tibbly Toots. I know. I've never heard you call her Tibbly Toots.
I call her Tibbler.
We do call her Tibbler. Yeah. What else do I call her? Sometimes I call her Buddy. Hey, Buddy. Oh, friend.
Little girl.
Yeah. Kittenhead. That's another one. And Kitten. I call her Kitten even though she's an adult at this point. Yay, Carrie's gonna share the tarot cards when she gets them on splash pages and will let us know. One of our previous cats was named Yao, and he had a bazillion names. I think maybe because he was our first pet together and we were also in our 20s, our early 20s at the time. Yeah, I'd love to hear some of y'all's pet nicknames.
Yeah, we had Yao for a long time too.
Yeah,
I think
did.
that had a lot to do with why he ended up with so many nicknames.
Oh my goodness, Dylan calls his dog or any other pets really Shishka baby. From Hocus Pocus, where Mary calls Danny a Shishka baby. Oh my gosh. Keith says, I've backed about 65 crowdsourcing projects across Kickstarter and BackerKit. What's the time period in that, Keith? Carrie's at 41, 5 on BackerKit, and Zoop.
Yeah, I'm probably just over a dozen, but probably not a lot over a dozen.
Emma says that she calls Cricket Cricketita and sing it in this song I was gonna say Chiquita by ABBA. It sounded like it to me. Oh, that's awesome. I'm 100% for that, Emma.
All right. I think we're done with pencils.
Keith gave Max a theme song to the tune of Queen's Flash Gordon. Max! Ah! Our dog
puked up a big fur ball.
Our dog Metatron had a song, one ear up, one ear down. Everybody loves how he hops around. He's Metatron, the three-legged dog. Oh, Keith's 65 crowdsourcing projects is over 10 years. And Carrie says 41 in 2 years. Well, it's also your job, kinda. You're passionate about it and you like sharing this stuff. Aw, Comic Trope's wife has a song for each cat they've ever had. It's awesome.
I honestly think, like, if you have a pet and you haven't written a song for them, that you're probably a bad pet owner.
Well, what song? what Tibbs song do you have?
Well, we're still working on it.
Okay.
And also, I'm a bad pet owner.
You're both workshopping it.
Yeah.
I mean, I sing songs to her, but I don't have any that have stuck. I was singing her one just a few minutes ago about her sitting underneath the sink. Dylan says that even though he's not a huge fan of SpongeBob, he does call his pets goofy goobers.
I guess I'm not a big enough SpongeBob to know what that reference is.
Yeah, I'm not a big, but I trust Dylan. It's a thing.
I too trust Dylan not to lie about SpongeBob.
Comic Trope says, in order to love a library, are we supposed to grow to 60 feet tall?
That is yeah, that's the requirement. They don't give you a library card unless you're 60 feet tall in my town.
He wants to do it right. He wants to make sure he gets it right.
Hey, I think I found a way to turn us up a little bit. Do we sound a little better this week? A little less quiet?
I've been talking normal. I haven't been trying to project.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, sounds great, says Keith.
Excellent.
Sound very crisp. Way better, says Seth. Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Sorry that it took us a while to figure that out. Hey, Alpha.
Hey, Alpha, what's up?
Apparently, our volume is
3 dB.
Wait, what's 3 dB?
3 decibels.
Decibels. Then I get your joke. Just takes me a while. Has the library said what they'd like to use Little Berry for?
We're using him on marketing stuff, um, like the like we're using this little guy for the summer reading program. So we put like an ad in the local paper and stuff, and let people know about it. And we're using that for it, and for all the like the flyers and stuff that they make. We're also going to do like sticker sheets that I think we're going to sell on like at events, and maybe give them away to kids for like prizes for reading stuff.
That's awesome. So these two are additions in addition to the other three?
Correct. Like I'm trying to do enough to do that we can fill up a whole sticker set with them.
Yeah, Alpha and Seth, what are y'all drawing today? If you want to share, you're not obligated.
Oh, I thought I should mention something I was thinking about doing on the stream um, was to take like an old classic comic, something like pre-2000s, and do like take a look at it and then redo it like
Do a
in the
study
approach that I would take to that same
okay,
page.
and talk about that.
Yeah.
What do y'all think of that? I think that sounds fun. That's my vote. I have voiced my opinion. Well, Alpha says that he's getting previous art set up for stickers too.
Nice.
So Keith likes the idea. Alpha does too, Carrie does too, and then Dylan says, "I was not paying attention." What? And the big laughy, cry, smiley face. um, Tyler has an idea to look at an old comic and just do a study of it, and then to redraw like a whole page or like some
just
panels.
I just do like a layout for it. I wouldn't like
Okay.
redraw the whole page like for reels.
And,
But to
and just
do
the style that you would do. And
yeah. Like I was just trying to think of there's a channel I watch. Weirdly, it's about it's about mold making, and this guy who's like a professional mold maker watches YouTube videos and then does like a critique of the mold making process that the people use. And I was like, and it's really good. And he's like really he gives really good critique without being a giant dick about it. And I was like, I would like to do that, but I definitely do not want to do that to like random people's comics. So I thought it would be cool to do it to like or to my like colleagues' comics. And it seemed like it would be good if I took some older comics, something pre 2000 maybe. So at least it's 25 years old. So if it's one of my friends or colleagues, they won't be so mad at me for being like, I have opinions about how you did this page.
When you said an old comic, I was thinking like 60s and 70s, which would.
I think that has limited value because like
they had
comics from the
different.
60s and 70s were just so different, like in the way the
process was
stories
different
were put.
too.
Well, it's mostly just that the stories were put together so much more different than they have been in the last 20 years. I think it has less value to figure out how to retell a Chris Claremont page that has like 2,000 words of dialogue on it.
Yeah. That makes sense. Dylan likes the idea too. Alpha says that Toth Appreciation Guy did a thing where he sent out a script from a Toth comic for people to do their own version to, and then would compare it once everyone was done.
Oh, that's pretty cool. There was somebody a long time ago who was working on a just commissioning artists to do a recreation of a Fantastic Four comic, and they had commissioned somebody. You were working on something kind of similar.
Yeah.
He had just commissioned somebody to do a page out of it, and then at the end he would have this whole Fantastic Four comic drawn by all these different artists.
Yeah, in their style.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to do.
Which is really, really cool.
Yeah. You laughing at Carrie?
I'm laughing at wordy Chris Claremont.
You kidding me? I like that teal that you chose.
Thank you. It's a little bit not quite as green as it looks on the stream.
Oh. Well.
But it is, I think it's a real pretty blue. I mean, you can see it in real life if I do this.
Yeah, that's pretty. But it's not teal.
But not teal.
One more sticker done. On to the next. Good work, Alpha.
You know, I guess the really exciting thing I did this week was that I went down to the art store and got some oil paints and have been noodling with those a little bit. At the end of the day.
And already onto your second painting. They're very small.
Yeah. They're like intentionally very small. I had some like illustration board that I've been holding on to for a million years, and I chopped it up. I got some right here actually. I chopped it up into these little 5-inch squares, and my plan is to do a little oil painting on all of them and use it as an opportunity to get used to oil painting again. I've spent like the last couple years working really hard to try to like make acrylic paint work for me. And it's always so frustrating because I think what I actually want is to just oil paint. So I'm going to try it. I found that the M. Graham and Company that makes the watercolor that I like the best makes an oil paint out of walnut oil, which, as far as I can tell, does not have a smell.
I haven't smelled anything yet.
Yeah. I have one tube of Winsor Newton stuff because there was one color I couldn't get from M. Graham and Co. But and that's made out of linseed oil. But the walnut oil really doesn't have a smell at all, which is great because that's been the thing that sort of has kept me from oil painting all these years.
Mike Choi, Carrie says, Mike Choi has a huge collection of little pieces of original art on one of his walls, all about the size of a post-it note.
Oh.
That does sound cool.
Yeah. There was a guy who was doing, I've done a couple pieces for him where he would do 3x3, which is, I think, about the size of a post it note. I wonder if that's the guy, actually, now that I say that out loud.
Keith finished reading a new graphic novel that he enjoyed called Raised by Ghosts by Brianna Lowenson.
That sounds pretty cool. I presume it's about being raised by ghosts.
Mm-hmm. It is so cute that our library went for a little outing. And Emma just finished reading all of the published volumes of Stand Still, Stay Silent by Mina Sunberg and said it was great and the artwork was phenomenal.
I have not even heard of that.
Mm-mm. Keith says there's no ghosts in Raised by Ghosts.
False advertising.
About a girl growing up in the 90s. Reminded Keith of going to high school in the 90s and life being about music and hanging out with friends.
Mm.
Are you using the other drawings of the libraries as reference for your colors, or do you have a photographic reference that you're going by?
I am basing it off of the other illustrations I did. Because the color of the character is a little bit different than the real library.
Mm-hmm. Keith, did it get very quiet in the chat or very quiet where you're at? Oh, Mark, it's a-okay. I hope that that you're enjoying your work right now. Ah.
Yeah, working on a Saturday.
Is working on budget stuff light work or harder work? Oh, home stuff. Gotcha. Good luck with that. I know that stuff can be stressful.
Oh, that reminds me. We
Yeah.
probably need to do our taxes questionnaire.
There's a taxes questionnaire?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
For our tax person.
Oh, I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, I'll check my emails about it.
Okay.
Just need to get in the queue.
Mm-hmm. Emma says, lasagna. Just out of the blue. Dinosaurs are fun, and Emma's dinosaurs are really fun.
That's a fact. Because I was doing oil painting stuff, I've been going back and watching a lot of James Gurney YouTube videos, and his dinosaurs are top notch.
His process videos are top notch as well.
Yep.
Ah, Emma made lasagna before the stream, and it just came out of the oven. And Keith's bragging about how good and cheesy it looks. Because he got to see a picture of it.
Cheesy. Sounds like you're insulting. Just like these tortilla chips are so corny.
Dylan got it. So once your comic is finished, it's going to be a hard pivot for fans, Emma says. They're going to say, what's all this? What's Spec Evo, though? But spaceships I get. Spec Evo.
Yeah, what's speculative evolution stuff? Aha! Yes.
You're just jumping ahead instead of looking back. That just seems like a natural evolution of doing dinosaurs for a while.
Yeah, I think, and so much of dinosaur stuff is like speculative.
Because so many of our dinosaurs have missing bones. We have
and
to...
like missing flesh and missing all
true.
sorts of stuff.
Yeah. That's why she likes dinosaurs, says Emma. Do you remember the video game, honey, where you could take a little amoeba and...
Oh yeah, it was like the same guy who did like SimCity. It's like I don't think it was called. I don't think it had Sim in its name though. What was that thing called?
I can't remember.
Someone in chat. Spore.
Spore.
Yep. Joseph nailed
Good
it.
work. Yeah, I enjoyed that game.
Oh my gosh, Dylan and Carrie.
Emma originally went to college to go into paleontology. And she ended up in the art building. I was about to ask. But paleontologists still need people to draw paleontology stuff.
I don't know what color shirt to give these kids.
A contrasting color?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, should I give them contrasting colors or should I give them the same color? Like, they're on the
Like
same
green?
team. They're on the team library.
Like green?
Well, I thought about green, but it might be just like too similar to.
It wouldn't, and it would blend in with the library.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like I
Yeah.
need a contrasting color. But red seems like doesn't seem right.
Orange? Or yellow?
Maybe I should keep it a white shirt.
That too?
Maybe if they ever show the front of their shirt, it would be a white shirt with a blue heart on it or something. Like they're wearing their fans of the library shirts.
Yeah, yeah. Purple, Dylan says. Kevin loves the green. Keith and Emma, that's cool. Y'all met up in the art building. That's where y'all became friends.
That's awesome. I don't know.
I don't know anybody from college.
No, I know. Like I sort of keep in touch a little bit with Rody Montijo, who I went to kind of went to college with, but I actually knew him mostly because we went to high school together. And then he does comics too.
Mm-hmm. Keith is suggesting yellow on the left, white on the right.
Oh, yellow. That might be a good color.
Oh, sorry, Keith. They met in a sketchbook group in a bookstore.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, and y'all didn't meet in college.
Nothing about that story
I
was
read into
true.
that. Ooh, Carrie. Carrie says, if you ever come to Nebraska, you should swing in to Lincoln and check out Morin Hall, aka Mammoth Hall, because they have
Oh,
many, many mammoths and a lot of other cooler things there.
that sounds fun.
Yeah. We went to the dinosaur park, dinosaur statue park that was in Pee-wee Herman's.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. We went there. At the time, it had been bought by some Christians who were. What were they saying about the dinosaurs?
It was like everything, like there's little plaques throughout, like because you can go inside the dinosaur, or at least you could at the time,
Yeah.
and walk around, and it was like
plaques that dinosaurs did not exist or something.
no, it was all like Adam and Eve with the dinosaurs.
Oh. I wonder about that place now. It still was fun, even if it was.
Somebody else owns it now. I think they're. Yeah, it's like something different now.
I am happy to hear that it's maybe not so strange.
That reminds me of this book that I picked up the other day. That is pretty great. It's like a retelling of Genesis, but like
What?
with these 70s kids.
As a romance comic.
Yeah, as a romance comic. And then the devil shows up and he drives this van that has a bumper sticker that says, "Do your own thing." And there's the devil, like, smoking a cigar.
Do you think they were best friends with the Chick Track guy?
No, like I always imagined that like folks like this is Christian Spire Christian comics. I have a couple of their books, but I always feel like all these guys must have absolutely hated each other because they have like slightly different theological perspectives. Like, oof.
Is that a gravestone that says his on it?
No, that's like a sign.
Oh, okay.
For some urban church. Half the people looting here have afros. Like, oof, man, this is a rough comic.
Yeah. Yeah, Keith, is that the Chick Track little small fit in your hand comics that you're talking about with the warning people about D&D and the Satanic Panic? He did some of those. He did some with those themes.
I think I think he stopped making the D&D one because it became such a collector's item.
We used to collect those.
Yeah, it used to be that they would they had a mailing list and you could sign up and they would send you a free comic every month. And I did that for years.
I think until I started feeling guilty about putting money in that person's pocket.
Well, we weren't paying for them.
It was free. That was right.
Yeah, it was free samples.
Yeah.
But they did eventually end that program, probably because they realized that so many people were just like me and
me and you.
You know.
Yeah, the Satanic Panic was really wild.
Yeah, absolutely, like ruined people's lives based on made up bullshit.
Yep. when I was in high school in the late 80s, early 90s, people would go cruising and pass by the place that they claimed was where all the Satan worshiping was going on.
So goofy. All right, I am very close to being ready to do some shadows. It's very exciting.
Yeah. Looks beautiful already.
Thanks.
Yep. Yeah, I got the same stories. Don't play D&D. Don't listen to heavy metal. Don't listen to music backwards. The Judas Priest trial. I have maybe forgotten about that. Your girlfriend at the time was a super fan of theirs, and you were constantly checking the news for updates. It does sound a little familiar.
I don't remember, I remember hearing about Judas Priest, but I don't remember Judas Priest's trials. Like, I remember, there's a guy from, oh man, what was that band? That real, glam metal, but, dirty glam metal.
Twisted Sisters?
Yeah, Twisted Sister guy doing going in front of Congress.
Yeah, I remember that too. I wonder if that was the same thing. Carrie says that Judas Priest was accused of adding subliminal messages to their music that caused people to or not monetized, we can say, to
Harm themselves.
harm themselves. Yeah.
That's just got to be just the most frustrating experience imaginable to have people be like, we made up some bullshit and now we're going to take you to court over it. And even though it's totally fictional, you're going to have to deal with us.
Hey, Rudak.
Hey, Rudak.
Just
what's
in
up?
time for the satanic panic discussion.
In this live stream, we don't satanic panic. We satanic act normal.
Satanic panic at your local library.
There are people.
Yep. That are pretty much doing that. Yep. That's why we must ban books. Satanic Panic at the Disco. Is that your next band name, Dylan? And now Dylan's talking about the Footloose movie. We must ban dancing. Quick, someone call Kevin Bacon.
One of us has got to be within 6 degrees of that dude.
We're within an hour and 11 minutes of Kevin Bacon. That can be, if ever we have a bingo, Kevin Bacon can be one of the little slots. See how long it takes for someone to mention something related to Kevin Bacon.
If we have like a live stream bingo.
Mm-hmm.
God, that would be awful. We should never do that.
Tremors is a fun movie, Dylan.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched that, but yeah, that's a great movie.
Riddick, Tyler voted it down. There will never be a comic book cooldown bingo.
At least no sanctioned ones.
You made the shirt yellow, and now you're making it black.
It's just yellow in shadow.
Is anybody gonna do something really fun or interesting this weekend? Got any cool plans? put some onions in the garden.
We're probably going to be too snowy and icy to do any outdoor activities.
Yeah. I can work on my office though.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, Carrie. We can count being on stage with someone in college as a 3 or 4 degree. Some folks I was in a Shakespeare performance with were in Tu Wong Fu, and Swayze is a 2. You are very few degrees from Kevin Bacon. I hope your onions do well, Rudak.
Yeah.
Seth's working on thumbnail pages. Because you have winter storm warnings going on too. Yep, good plan. Carrie's having a family girls get together.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Keystone taxes.
That's fun.
And getting Indian food.
We gotta hit this with the hairdryer.
Okay.
We haven't really talked about this weekend, but I think I'm gonna take the whole weekend off.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
I definitely have a lot of stuff I could do, but I could also really use some time off. Not that there's much we can do other than sit at home right now.
Yeah, and fix up my office. But that's like a one-person job, so it would just be me. I was thinking of going to pick up comics. Maybe go swimming with friends. Oh, that sounds lovely. I would love to go swimming. That's something I miss about living on this coast. The water's just not warm enough here for swimming for me.
Yeah, I think there's some river spots that we have not tried checking out that might be good for.
That is something I would like to do. Find something that's warm to swim in. Yes, Keith, we have snow outside right now. It started snowing pretty heavily yesterday. It lightened up considerably today, but I think it said that we're gonna have ice or icy rain for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more snow, just icy rain, possibly. Oh, not going swimming. Skate park. That also sounds fun. Alpha? Dylan says Arizona became a state on Valentine's Day.
Oh, so romantic.
Well, I thought you would use a brush for the outlines, but I forgot. I must have forgot you used a pencil.
Yeah.
For a softer line.
Exactamundo. Keep it like feeling a little bit softer.
Cute and friendly. Alpha Loma Loma says it's been 20 years maybe since he skated. And he's not sure a 51-year-old should be skating again.
I was trying last year to get back into it. We have a pump park here in town, which is like a bike thing, but it's pretty fun to actually roll around on a skateboard. And it was really fun. Very scary at times. But if you're all padded up, I think it's pretty safe.
Oh, Rudak, that does sound nice. Perfect day tomorrow. Sounds like napping between bouts of reading.
Yeah, that sounds nice. I have been sleeping like crap for the last couple of weeks, and I could definitely use
more than a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Could definitely use some sleeping in.
Naps are lovely. Uh-oh, Alpha. I'm glad you won't be trying any tricks. Especially if you don't have any pads. Take a nap at the skate park.
Hell yeah, that sounds awesome.
Carrie could nap for the Olympics. Oh no, not napping, just sleeping. Last week, Carrie averaged a little over 11 hours a day, according to your Fitbit.
Oh my gosh, that sounds wonderful.
Oh no, it does say I love naps, but they last about 5 hours. Yeah.
Oh man, I can't do that, man. I've tried. Like when I take naps, I have to like make sure I'm in a place where I can see the daylight and and set my alarm for a half hour at the most.
We were watching some science show that said it was a sleep scientist or doctor who said that 90 minutes was a really good time to for a nap. And I've been trying it,
I
but
think that guy was full of shit, to be honest, I think.
uh, 90 minutes has not been easy for me to squeeze in.
Yeah, if I take a nap that's 90 minutes long, it's like the rest of my day is wrecked.
I think you get that from your mom who has a hard time napping too.
Maybe.
Oof, Mark, averaging about 3 hours of sleep a night.
Yikes.
Yeah. All right. Maybe you're like Edith Piaf.
Yeah, I've been scared to like actually do the math on what my sleep schedule has been like lately. Because I'm sure if I did the math, it would keep me up at night.
Yeah. Just thinking about it.
You know,
Emma, I have done that trick before too, where um, I want to make sure that I wake up so I don't go pee beforehand, so that my need to pee will help me wake up and have to get up off the couch. Oh, bye, Alpha. I missed that.
See you,
Uh,
Alpha.
um, I hope you have a nice time at the comic shop. Oh, Mark, maybe you're not like Edith Piaf. Um, you go for 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours, and suddenly crash for 12 hours and then start all over again. That does need a sarcastic yay at the end. Gary, I think I agree with you. I think I would prefer to get more sleep than I need than less.
Drinking coffee right before you lay down. Like you'll be up, but at what cost?
Yeah.
Trazodone. I've never heard of that. Is that prescription, or is that like a over-the-counter thing? That sounds like what I need. I wake up at like 4 in the morning and my brain starts arguing with the universe.
That's anxiety.
Yep.
Trazodone is prescription.
No one in the chat is a doctor. Do not take, do not accept medical advice from the chat.
Even Carrie says Trazodone did not work for her.
Well, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Sharing personal experiences is great.
Yeah, I should have finished. I should have said the sentence instead of just going, yeah. Totally agree, Carrie.
It sounds like a dinosaur. Well, this is some of the cutest propaganda that anyone has ever made. I feel good about it. I like the watercolor LOL logo. I think
I do too.
I think I'm going to tell them that they should use that as the default from now on.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Because it's cute.
Is that the first one that you put a heart for the hour?
No, that's like the main like.
I like the splotchy color.
Printed out. Where's my printout? Here it is.
The splotchiness.
Like here's the logo that I designed in Illustrator or whatever.
Yeah.
So then there it is with watercolor treatment. I wonder if I should try to match the blue a little better in Photoshop or something. We'll see.
I think I prefer the blue on the new page than the other blue.
Yeah, you like it being a little more greenish?
Yeah.
A little more turquoisey?
And brighter.
Yeah.
No splatter tonight, Dylan
no
says.
Splatter. Yeah, we definitely need more library propaganda. Okay, well, I think that'll do it, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Help me hit my deadline with these. I guess I didn't really hit my deadline because I still got to scan them and do cleanup, but I'm going to do that tomorrow. Which I say after telling you about how I'm taking the whole weekend off.
Yep. Takesies, backsies.
Yeah, I'm glad you can make it, Rudak. Thank you so much, everybody. Make sure you go tell the people you love that you love them. It's important that they know that, and I love all you guys. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next weekend.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Satanic be normal, everybody.
Bye.